Hi, welcome back. My name is Carlos Garcia, and today we're going to be talking about the 5 factors that create your credit score. Well, let's jump right into it. The first factor is going to be payment history. This is going to show if you make your payments on time or if you make your payments at all. Now, this is very important because you want to make your payments on time each and every month so that the history shows that you're reliable. If you have a loan or if you have a line of credit, that you are going to be someone who is going to pay this back and pay this back on time. Let's get to the second factor, and this is going to be your total outstanding debt, how much you owe right now. Now, this is very important because if you have a credit card with a line of credit that says it's $2,000, that's your amount for your line of credit. The last thing you want to do is actually spend $2,000. You don't want to max that credit card out, right? You want to be able to spend maybe 5 or 10%. So at most on that 2,000 credit line, you want to be able to have only $200 at any given time and make your monthly payments. This is going to be able to increase your credit score as well. Okay, for the third factor, it's going to be credit types. Now, the 3 most common types of credit are usually a loan for a mortgage, a credit card loan, a credit card debt, and a car loan. Those are usually the typical 3, and it's nice to have 3 different types of credit. Okay, number 4, length of credit history, how long you've had credit. Now, this is going to play a big role. If you're 18 years old and you're trying to get a credit card, this is going to be a little difficult, especially because you have no credit history and you have no previous payments, you have nothing at all. You're basically a ghost. If you do get a credit card, it's usually going to be a very low amount and it's going to be at a very high interest rate because you're going to be more of a risk to the credit card companies. Now, this is going to be very important that you establish a line of credit as soon as you can so that when you're 22, 23, 24, you've already had a line of credit for 5 or 6 years. And this is going to help out when you start getting to your mid 20s and you start to actually maybe buying your first home or buying an investment property. You're already going to have a well established line of credit that's been open for multiple years. Okay, factor number 5 is going to be your credit application history. This is important as well because it's going to show, say in 12 months you applied for 16 different credit cards. Well, that's going to look pretty bad and that's going to have a negative effect on your credit score simply because they don't want to, credit cards and banks don't want to see you apply for 16 different lines of credit. I would suggest maybe 2 or 3, and that would be a number I would go with. If you need more than 3 credit cards, which I don't think you shouldn't even max out your first one. That should be more than enough, and that way you have multiple lines of credit that you can continue to build, like I said, maybe from 18 to 25, so that you have those lines of credit and it'll show that they have been open for 5 or 6 years, so that way that will benefit you in the future. All right, guys, those are the 5 factors that are going to make up your credit score. We talked about why it's important to have good credit, and that's all we have for you today. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below. I'm waiting to hear from you guys so that way I can communicate and kind of help you guys out if you have any questions. Thanks.